E-commerce, drop shipping. Now, this video series is all about building your own e-commerce store from scratch. So far, we've been working hard to get our e-commerce store up and running, but we're struggling to find products to add into our store. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use drop shipping to find products from AliExpress to import into your own store so that you are a middleman selling products to people in your country from AliExpress. It doesn't matter what you're trying to sell. You can come to AliExpress and you can find clothing, women clothing, you can find hoodies, sweatshirts. I mean, you can find any product that you can think of, electronics, nail products, makeup. It doesn't really matter what it is you're trying to sell in your store. You can find it on AliExpress, and you can import these products directly from AliExpress into your e-commerce store and sell them to clients. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. In the last video that I just made, I showed you how to manually import a product from an external supplier. We used AliExpress. I showed you how to search for products on AliExpress, and we found a couple of interesting products. But I showed you how to focus on specific suppliers and then go to their official store and just don't order stores directly from the first page of AliExpress. Now, we did that last video, and we managed to import this one product, but we had to download the image, we had to download the product description ourselves, we had to figure out the pricing, and that was tedious work. And if you're going to have a store that has 50, 100 different products, you're not going to be able to do that for all your products. And what's going to be even harder is to remember which link you got the product for. So if a client makes an order on your store, you are able to go back to AliExpress and place the order manually yourself. That is a very tedious process if you try to do that manually. I'm going to show you in this video how to automate that process by finding e-commerce WooCommerce plugins that do that for you. Now, let's go back to our store and let's go to our back end of the store, which is on the dashboard, and let's start searching for plugins. Now, there's a lot of plugins that you can find that do this for you, and some of them you have to pay for, some of them are free, some of them offer you free trial versions, some of them offer you a free version, but you're limited in the number of products that you can use. I mean, there's a lot of options out there, and I implore you to go out and search all these plugins and find the one that works for you. So by no means do I recommend the plugin that I'm showing in this video. The plugin that I'm showing in this video is just to demonstrate to you the process. When you do it yourself, please feel free to use this plugin or search for any other plugin. I am in no way associated or affiliated with this specific plugin that I'm going to show you in this video. So let's go to the plugins and let's just search. The plugin that I want to show you specifically is, let's go to add new. It's called Ali2Woo. That's the one. Okay, so let's just click on that. And if you click on that, there's a couple of things you can read on here. And, when you have time, read on those things, and then I'm just going to install it. Activate. And it is now activated. Okay, so it is activated there, and once you activate it, you will see on your navigation panel you now have a Ali2Woo Lite option. It's a light version, which means you can also upload the full version, which is paid for. Okay, so let's go to the settings. As I'd like to do with all the plugins that I install on my WordPress website, is to understand the settings and make sure that I get all my settings right. Now, the language is English, the currency is US dollars. This is just because the AliExpress store that we're going to be uploading for is going to be working in US dollars. We know that our store is not going to be in US dollars, and just spend the time to go through that. The default method is going to be default no override, and then I'm going to just save that. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to look at the account setting. At the Sorry. Pricing rules. This is also another very important step when it comes to drop shipping. You need to understand what sort of profit do you want to put in on your products. Now, products are listed on AliExpress in US dollars, and in your store you are selling in South African rands. If you go to the shop page, you're selling in South African rand. Now you have to set this properly so that you get the right pricing in your store. Now, if you put in a multiplier of 1, what this will do is that it will set the pricing in your store at exactly the same pricing that is set at the AliExpress store. If you set this pricing to 2, it will take the pricing in your AliExpress store as you see it as 9.97, and it will multiply that 9.97 by 2, which means you will sell your product for 9.9 times 2, it's about 19 rand. It will sell it for 19, but remember your currency is in rand. So if you sell this for 19 rand in your store, but you still have to buy it for 9.97 US dollars, you're going to make a loss. So what you need to do is you need to incorporate the currency exchange into the conversion so that the conversion not only includes your profit, but it includes your profit plus the currency exchange. So the way that works is go back here and think about your currency in your store. My currency is ZAR, South African Rand. So South African Rand currently is about 17 to 18 Rand exchange to the US dollars. So 1 South African Rand is 18. So if I put 18 here, actually it will multiply 18 times this US dollar price and it will make the price 18, but then that means I'm actually not making any profit. I'm just selling it for the same amount of rands as I bought it for in the AliExpress store. So I want to make a profit. In my case, I want to make a profit of about 200%, which means I want to double that 18 times 2. So I need to actually take this 18 and multiply times 2 and make it, let me just round it off to a 20. And if I multiply that times 2, it becomes a 40. That means I'm making 200%. If I want to make 200.5%, 250%, I need to multiply that by 50. So I'm going to use a multiplier of 50. It will take this US dollar price and multiply it by 50, which means it includes the currency conversion plus the actual markup profit that I want to make in my store. And then I'm going to save those settings. Once I've done that, there's a couple of things to look into, but the important one that I want to draw attention to, your API key that you need to use together with your Chrome extension plugin. So just take note of that. And let's go back to the common settings. And on the common settings page, this is where you are able to get the Chrome extension. So if you click on this button, it's going to install the Chrome extension for you on your computer. So I'm just going to say add to Chrome. And once you've added to Chrome, say add extension. And just like that, you have the Chrome extension added. And then I will just sort of activate it there so that you can see there. And let's just click on it. Let's actually go to the website before we click on it so that it reads directly from the website. And we're going to pick standard shipping, United States, no, South Africa, currency USD, that's fine. Do not hide, update the settings. And once you do that, your entire page changes. As you can see, now you've got this showing you this doesn't have AliExpress and shipping. It's showing you how, you know, these products are not quite, and you have that button immediately that you can import to your store. But currently you don't have the settings configured, so we need to do that. So let's go back to our store, and then let's go back to the API keys and find that API key, and that's what we need to install in the plugin. We go back there and configure settings, and we can just paste that in there and add the store. Once you do that, just click on that to activate and give it the permissions, allow it, and authentication is successful. So let's just go back here and see what it says to us. Okay, again, cannot connect to the store using this key. That's fine. There's another way to do it. if you go back to your Ali2Woo Lite page, and instead of move away from the settings and go to the import list, you will see there's nothing in here. But once you import products, they're going to show on the import list. And then let's go to Ali2Woo Lite and go to search products. So you can search products also directly from the extension, from the WordPress admin panel if you're having difficulty doing it in this method as I am having today. You can do it directly from here, and you can just, for example, search for products. So let's start searching for dipping nail kits. Okay, so when you search here, this is going to search. You can also pick your category, but I'm going to leave the category open, okay, and click search. This search is exactly the same as this search, right? Dipping nail kits, whatever the products or search results that you find here is very similar to the search results that you're going to find here. So now you can search for your AliExpress products directly from your WordPress back end and find the products that you're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one, okay? It says fast delivery. I'm just going to add this to the import list. Okay, imported successful. Awesome. Once you've done that, you go back to your import list. Okay, and that product you just imported is going to display here. And over here, you'll be able to see the image. You'll be able to see the product description. This is the product description that's going to be added into your store. And you'll be able to see the variants. Okay, and in this case, we only have one variant. And pay close attention to the pricing because this is now $3.5 US, okay, which is the equivalent of I mean, from $3 US, you're going to sell it at 176, which means it has taken that and multiplied it by the multiplier that you gave it, which is, in our case, I think we gave it a multiplier of 50. So you're going to be selling this item in your store for 50 Rand. Don't worry about this profit is not correct because it's got the whole exchange rate wrong because it's assuming that my store is in US dollars. But what you need to pay close attention to is this original cost price and what you're selling it in your store for. So if you're going to buy it for $3 US, take this 3 and multiply by the current exchange rate. And then subtract that from this, because this is now in Rand, the price that's going to appear in your store. That's how you're going to figure out the profit that you're making for this product. Okay, and go and have a look at the product images, and you can see the images that have been imported. This is all the images for your products. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to go to the description and go back to our SEO, search engine optimization product description, and rewrite this product description in a way that fits your store based on the search engine hits that you want to make. Okay, and do the same for the product title. And this product title is really way too long. I don't like that. I'm going to remove a whole lot of this and try and make it shorter. But then again, apply the search engine optimization tactics that we've discussed in the previous videos and rework this. But once you're happy and satisfied with what you've done, then come up here and save this and push it to the shop. So just click push to shop there. All right. Once you push to shop, to make sure that that has worked, go back to your WooCommerce products. Okay. And you still have those previous products. I'm just going to click on these and delete these. Okay. Move to trash. And you can see, remember that 176, it's in Rand. Okay. So this is how much you're going to be selling this product for in your store. Okay, so that's done. We're going to go to our actual store and just restart that page. And there's your product there. Okay, and let's click on it to see how our product page looks like. You can see there, that's the original price. That's the sale price. The description. If you go down here, you have a lot of details. So this was imported directly from AliExpress. This is how the AliExpress supplier described their product. Everything has been imported, the product description, the additional information which shows you a lot of the details about the product, the supplier. So this does a lot of the heavy lifting for you so that you don't have to go and copy and paste all of this. You don't have to rewrite a lot of this. Hopefully they try to search engine optimize their stuff as well, and you can see what you're getting, and you've immediately added this into your product page. So you can now go back and do the exact same thing and add multiple products into your store. We have one product added to the store, and if you go to our shop, our website, it just has, if you go to the front of the website, you only have that shop and that privacy policy. But we need to add multiple products, and then we need to categorize our products so that people coming to the store can find products based on which categories they fall into. So we're going to go back to our back end and into our Ali2Woo Lite plugin that's going to help us get all these products from AliExpress straight into our store, the same way we did with our first product, which we have uploaded there. We're going to do the exact same thing, but with multiple products. So go back to this extension and look under search for products. And the first category products we want to find is called dipping kit. And let's search for that. For gel, your sugar gel polish, and see what we find there. So as we search through this back end inside our actual WooCommerce backend, we technically searching through AliExpress product catalog, but we're doing it from the plugin that we installed that will help us to search better through the catalog and import directly from the catalog. So what you see here is live data from the AliExpress store. But what I don't like about this is that it doesn't actually tell you the name of the store. You have to sort of figure that out yourself based on the branding, on the image, and the branding that we've selected. The store, the sort of the products we want to go with is the Your Sugar one. So you have to be careful when you're importing. And again, before you do this, my original advice still stands. Try out a product, try out a store, order something, check out the supplier and how long they take to deliver things to you. One of the major problems with drop shipping is the time it takes to get your products to your clients, and the customer complaints you're going to get when products take 3 to 4 months to be shipped. So test this out. There are suppliers that will ship your products in 2 to 3 weeks from AliExpress. I've tried them and I've tested that. But then there are suppliers who are drop shipping from other drop shippers who will take you 2 to 3 months. So be very careful when you're using drop shipping in your store. So for gel products, I'm not going to do a lot. I'm going to just add that one there. I like that price. Add to import list. And I will add that one as well. Add to import list, and then just maybe one more. Let's add that one to the import list. And then let's look for one last product. And I'm going to say Your Sugar acrylic. So once you've added all the products you're happy with, let me go to the first page. I think I saw a couple of nail decorations here that I don't want to skip, like that one. I like that, and I like that. So we can have another product category. So we can sort of make our store look more realistic. This is not a real store, by the way. Don't purchase anything from this store. I'm not going to ship these things to you. This is a website built purely for educational purposes to teach you how to build your own e-commerce store using drop shipping. Now, whilst you've imported your products, you can go to your import list and have a look at everything that you've imported. Now, you do not have to add everything you've imported into your store. You can actually use this as a staging area. It's a nice staging area between the time that you upload your product into from AliExpress and when you and between that and your store. So if you come here and there's a product you don't like, you can remove it. Okay, so I don't want this Nicole diary. I specifically do not want to so I'm going to remove this product because I specifically did not want to download products from any other store. Now, once you've gone through your list and removed the products that you might have imported by mistake, the next thing that you need to do is edit the product page from the import list. You can do that very quickly by just clicking on the product, and editing the heading. Remember, we want this to be a little bit shorter so that it fits into our product page, and go into the description and just remove all the images from the description. It really makes your e-commerce store look messy, and it makes it real obvious that you've imported this from AliExpress, and anybody that looks at your product store is going to be able to see that. Okay, so everything is sort of edited, and you can do this here or you can do it on the product page, but don't worry about deleting the images. The images are still available there, and they will go through to your store with the product when you import it. So once you've done that, let's just push all to the shop. And if everything is when properly, if you go to your store and go to your products, you should see all the products in the store. Doesn't look like it's all there, so let's go back to import list. Okay, and push all products to the shop. Okay, what are they waiting for? Let's go back to this. So this is not going the way I wanted it to go. Okay, push everything to the shop. Yes, perfect. Now that worked well. If everything works well, you will see there will be no products left in your import store, which means you have sent them all to your store. And then let's go and have a look at our product, WooCommerce products, and we should see them all appearing here. Okay, so all the products you had in there are in here, and if you go to your website and you refresh your website, you should see them also appearing on the website. And this is the pricing set according to the pricing rule that you determined when you created the a plugin in your settings, when you set the pricing rules here and you said 50 multiplier, that is set automatically from the AliExpress prices. It's multiplied by 50, and that is a pricing that's going to be shown in your store automatically. And what I recommend to everyone who's doing this for the first time, especially if you're not quite sure how the pricing works, is to go to your product pages. Where is the product pages? Is to go to your product page and have a look at the products and have a look at the price. That's 44 South African Rand. Find that product on AliExpress and look at the US dollar price. Do the exchange manually and compare the pricing on AliExpress and your pricing, and make sure that you're going to be able to buy that product with the money that you paid by the client, because the client is only going to pay this 15 Rand. So you have to be able to take this 15 Rand and go buy this product on AliExpress, including the shipping. Okay, so make sure you're including the shipping cost and still make a profit from it. And according to my pricing rules, this should be sufficient. But if it's not, you can always go to your product, quick edit, and you can change the pricing there and add whatever pricing you feel you're most comfortable with. Now, there's a couple of things that I don't quite like about this product page. I mean, it really looks amazing, but people coming to the store are not going to be able to navigate through it. We have a mixture of products all put together, and a lot of your imports will end up looking like this, and this is not very promising when inviting to clients to come and buy or purchase products from you. So what you want to do is to split these products into product categories to help people find and search your products better and search your store better. You can see these are sort of glittery things you can put in a different category from that. So how you do that is you go back to your e-commerce back end, and then you look under products and go to product categories. When you're under the product categories, you'll see you only have one default uncategorized thing, and that's what everything is sort of placed under. So the first category we want to create is dip nails, and the slug for that is just going to be dip nails. And there's no parent, and we're going to leave the description and upload an image for that. Just find something that looks like dip nails. You can use any image for this. Try and find an image that best represents the product category, the best image you've got in your collection, and use that to represent dip nails. I think I like that one, and I'm going to use that image and add that category. Okay, so you have dip nails with that image, and the next one I want to add on there is a gel polish. And the slug for that is just going to be gel polish as well, and no parent. And I just add an image for that. For gel polish, I'm going to use one of these amazing kits and use that image. Add that category, and let's add another one for acrylic. Acrylic nails. Let's upload an image for that. And for acrylic, I think one of the later ones that we added, that's a good one for acrylic, and add that category on there. And then the next one we're going to add is nail decorations. And add a product image for that. And let's just look at all the images and make sure we're not forgetting any category out. I think we've pretty much got it. And everything that we have so far that we have uploaded from AliExpress, I think will fit into one of these categories. So once you've done that, all the categories are there. You go back to all your products, and we're going to now place all these products into the categories that we've selected. So a quick way to do that is to go to quick edit, find the first product, rhinestone, that falls into nail decorations, and update. Okay, then you go to the next one. Okay, so we have categorized all of our products into one of the categories we've created. And let's just go back to our store and refresh that page. I like to always have a look at what I'm doing as I go along. And you can see that's acrylic, that's nail decorations. That is nail decorations and an uncategorized, which means it's put into two different categories. So let's go back and have a look at which one that is. And let's change that, quick edit, and just uncheck that, because you can have a product fit into two different categories at the same time, but I actually do not want to use the uncategorized category because it actually doesn't tell you anything. And I think we're good. I mean, we've created the product categories, but we need to now create that in the menu. Let's go to appearance and hover over it and click on menus. When you get to menus, I also want to actually add, while I'm here, the account and the cart. Add those to the menu to help the client always get, access their account easier. All right, and then let's add categories. Let's look at all the categories. So we're going to just pick all of them and add them to the menu. And what we want is we want these categories to sort of, because if you go to if you save this now, save the menu, and you go to your store now, you will see the menu has changed and all the categories are added. As they appear on this list, that's exactly how they appear on the menu. But you don't want that. You actually want, I want to group all of these under the shop so that you don't have them listed like that. So you need to create sub menus. So to create a sub menu is actually very easy. It's just a drag and drop thing. So it's just drag that and put it under the shop, drag that and put it under the acrylic nails, put it there, nail decorations, put it there. And I want the privacy policy at the end. Nail decorations also, I want it like that. So then account, cart, and privacy policy, and you can decide what order you want these in, and then you save the menu. Okay, so once you do that and the menu is saved, and then let's go back to our website and restart that. And you'll see now you have shop. Under shop, you have dip, acrylic gel, nail decorations, my account, and so forth. Then you have the sub menu, and that's what you want. So if you click on dip nails, you will see only the products that you've added under that category, the dip nails category. And if you go there and you do gel polish, you will also see only the products under the gel polish. And this helps clients navigate your shop much, much better. You should always try and add your products into product categories. But we have a bit of a problem here. I don't like this. I don't like this, sort of side thingy. So let us try and go back here and do some, e-commerce cleanup, make our website look much better. So we'll go to appearance and customize. And every time you're customizing, you'll be able to see what you're customizing as you're going along. So we need to go to WooCommerce. And so the first thing is we need to, on the product page, on the single product page, we need to move from that type of arrangement, which shows the sidebar, to the full width arrangement. Okay, so once you do that and you publish, just double check every time. I like to always double check what I'm doing is working. So that sidebar is gone on the product page, but we still have it on here. So we need to remove it there as well. So what we need to do for that, we need to go to archives and do the same thing and also say full width and publish. So this will also be removed from the the nail, the product categories. All right, so let's have a look at our website now. Let's go home to the home page. This is for you to do. You need to decide how you want your homepage to look like and edit this in Elementor like I've shown you in my previous video. If you don't know how to do that, have a look at my previous WordPress update and edit this in Elementor. If you want to use the product pages that you now gotten through your e-commerce store, you can actually go to Medium and have a look at the media library. All the products you uploaded into your store came with images. So you can use all these images in your store. So you can upload the images here, be creative, use them as you want. But I'm going to leave this to you. I don't think I need to do this in this video. The purpose of this is to show you the e-commerce part, and that's done. So our clients can come here, create an account that you'll be able to track in the back end. They can have a look at their cart. Once they've added things to their cart, they can shop for items. They can just add, click on something. That's the product page. Add that to their cart. Go to the cart page. Check out and pay for the product, and your e-commerce store is working with a multiple range of products that you've just gotten from AliExpress. And just like that, you've started your own e-commerce store.